Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Spaced. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in.
And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins take... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now the former Balaj. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Back to throw here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run here with Balaj. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A gain of 39 that time.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
319. 319.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check 15. Check 15.
Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Time for a break. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
That one looks like he'll throw here toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Balaj. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Leopard! All right, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll run it here. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No, check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here we go now.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a... In football, it's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter, so 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Leopard! Here we go. Green, 39!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balazs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they'll go on the ground. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And that's going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Back to throw here. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
The tight end.
So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Zach Cunningham in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going deep here for Still. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Green!
And they'll run it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the play. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. Back now in Houston. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Set! Green 39, green 39.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now let's go. 319, 319.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this. Defense, you're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
What? 90. What? 90.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Whitney Merciless able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
You